The Cooper-Hill Stylebook is the single most effective writing and revision tool on the market for both the instructor and for the student. You can view the Stylebook on a computer or a tablet. Let's navigate through the Stylebook using a tablet. The quickest way is to use the magnifying glass search window at the top of every page. The table of contents, of course, gives you a general overview of the entire book. But to find a specific topic, such as, say, perfect tenses, you can scroll through the table of contents. Or clear the search window and type perf, P-E-R-F, into it for perfect tenses. Then select the top entry. In the new menu, look at number 81. That's the page number you'll need. Clear the window and type 81 into it, and then select page 81 in the drop-down menu. And you're hyperlinked now to the section on perfect tenses. If you just want to browse through the Stylebook, touch the table of contents icon at the top of any page. Remember, you can tap lightly anywhere on the page to bring up the bar with the icons at the top of every page. So tap the first entry in the drop-down menu. Here you have accessed now a numbered thumbnail of every page in the book. Touch a thumbnail to bring up whichever page you choose. So how can you as a student writer use the Stylebook? This is your guide to rewriting the first draft of your corrected essay. If your instructor has marked the Chapter 6 problem, go to the magnifying glass search window icon at the top of any page and type in Table of. Tap the second entry, which is Table of Contents, and then in the next menu, tap on the fourth entry that says All 21 Results. Tapping on the first entry in the next menu hyperlinks you to the table of contents. Then you just scroll to Chapter 6, which deals with who, whoever versus whom, whomever. Here you find a clear explanation of the problem and directions on how to fix it. First, the frequently asked question defines who and whom and generally explains the difference between them. Next, you see examples of how to use who and whoever as subjects and as predicate nominatives. Of course, you first get a definition of predicate nominative and instructions on when to choose who and whoever. And you get the same detailed explanations and examples for choosing whom and whomever, as well as other valuable guidance. For extra practice, you can go to the exercises at the end of the chapter. Do as many exercises as you need to make sure you understand how to fix the mistake on your essay. Each time, click See Answer to check your answer and see the explanation. This immediate feedback really helps you learn. But suppose instead of a chapter number, your teacher has written a page number, say page 18. Now, that's very easy to find. Go back to the magnifying glass search window. If it has the word search inside an arrow, click on it to bring up the actual search window itself. Tap on the window to bring up the keyboard. Then clear the search window using the X key in the top row of the keyboard and type 18 into it. And then tap on the top entry, page 18, to find that you have to make your argument relevant. What you get here is an explanation of the problem, instructions on how to fix it, and examples. Now let's assume that your teacher has written an abbreviation like REL, R-E-L, for relevance, or ARG, A-R-G, for argument, or MISP, mod, M-I-S-P, M-O-D, for misplaced modifier. Then you know that he or she is using the quick key to marginal comments. To find the mistake and learn how to fix it, simply clear the search window, type quick, tap the fourth entry in the drop-down menu, which says Quick Key. You see the top entry that the Quick Key is on page 3. So tap on the search window to bring up the keyboard, clear the search window and type 3. Tap on page 3 to hyperlink now to the Quick Key. The Quick Key is alphabetized, so the teacher's comment is easy to find. And here you find such comments as relevance, rel, argument, arg, and misplaced modifier, misp, mod. Now, you can also use this book as a reference guide while writing your essay. You can quickly and easily find the answer to any grammar or punctuation or documentation question in the table of contents and in the index. Both are extensive and specific. To get to the index, tap on the search window, clear it, and type in index. The third entry says it starts on page 507. So, clear the window, type in 507 and select it in the drop-down menu. Say you're not sure about the placement of an apostrophe. Simply travel to apostrophe in the index, and you'll find not only that it's in chapter 56, but you'll also find all the possible uses of the apostrophe and the specific sections for each piece of information, for contractions, for omitted numbers, for pluralizing letters, numbers, signs, for joint property, and so on and so forth. And each of these entries is hyperlinked. If you go to the index, you'll find all the various aspects of using words as words. Just clear the search window, type words used as words, and select the first entry. In the next menu, select the fourth entry, which shows you all 15 results. Tap on the last entry in the new menu and hyperlink to the index page 568, where you see all your options, how to pluralize them, how to punctuate them, whether to italicize them or enclose them in quotation marks, and so on. This book really helps you polish your writing. You learn to choose clear and specific words and to avoid vague ones in the chapter on word choice. In the magnifying glass, tap on Search to return to the actual search window. Now clear the window, type in the word CH, and tap on the first entry, word choice. In the third entry, we see that word choice is on page 150, so just clear the window, type in 150, and then select page 150. Now, to write simply and persuasively, you need to avoid heavy language and to correct it. It's not hard to do. Clear the search window and type in HEAV, H-E-A-V. Tap on Heavy Language in the first entry. Heavy language is on page 225. So, clear the search window and type in 225, then select page 225 to link to heavy language. This chapter shows you the professional way to write clearly and cogently. If you're writing your essay and quickly need a transition, clear the search window and type transitions. The third entry tells you that you need page 210. So clear the search window, type in 210, and select page 210. Here you have lists of specific transitions that help you navigate from paragraph to paragraph and section to section in your essay. Do you want to make your writing more vivid? Well, consult rhetorical figures. Just clear the search window and type in rhetorical f for figure. Select the third entry and the second entry in the new menu says it's on page 324. So just clear the window, type in 324 and select it. Here, 11 types of figures are grouped in 4 categories. So rhetorical figures are defined here. And each figure is explained and illustrated with practice exercises and answers at the end of each chapter. If you want to master strong logical arguments, link to rhetorical fallacies for guidance. Again, clear the search window and type in rhetorical F. Tap on the top entry, and then in the next menu, select the fourth entry, all 11 results. The new menu now shows that rhetorical fallacies start on page 284. Tap Search to return to the actual search window. Clear the window and type in 284 and select page 284. Here, 26 types of fallacies are grouped in 6 categories to help you formulate and respond to arguments. Each group of fallacies is prefaced by a frequently asked question that simply defines the category in general and explains its flaws. Each individual fallacy is explained and is illustrated by examples. As usual, exercises with answers and explanations follow each chapter. So, let's take a look at this one. The Vietnam vet claims that the Veterans Administration has withheld his benefits for over a year. The Veterans Administration denies the claim and points out that this man also maintains a web page that discusses UFOs. We see that the argument is both an ad hominem and an irrelevancy because instead of dealing with the problem, the Veterans Administration casts doubt on the man's credibility and even his sanity by suggesting that he believes in UFOs. In addition, the subject of his webpage is irrelevant to the subject of his claim. Now, to support your arguments, you need to use quotations effectively. To get there, clear the search window and type in using quo, Q-U-O. Tap on the second entry, using quotations. In the new menu, the third entry says it's on page 447. Clear the search window, type in 447 and select the page. Here you learn to introduce quotations, to use them, and comment on them with examples that show both content and formatting. Notice the difference between the unclear and the revised examples. Finally, use the Stylebook for your research papers to help you cite, footnote, and document your sources in the easiest and most accurate way possible. Get to citations by clearing the search window and typing in Cita, C-I-T-A. Tap on the second entry. In the new menu, the third entry says it's on page 444. Just clear the window, type in 444, and then select page 444. For example, see how to format footnotes. How to indicate missing information, and how every possible type of footnote actually looks. Or if you want to consult parenthetical references, clear the search window, type in PA for parenthetical, and then select the third entry. The third entry shows that parenthetical references start on page 466. So, clear the search window, type in 466, and select page 466. Hyperlink to it to find exactly the model you need. To learn to format Works Cited entries, clear the search window and type in Works C for Works Cited. Select the top entry, and then in the new menu, select the second entry. This brings you to the table of contents, where you can select exactly the model you need for your specific reference, how to format the work cited, how to indicate missing information and supply it from another source, models of books, pamphlets, magazine articles, editorials, interviews, emails, films, and videotapes. The Cooper Hill Stylebook is the quickest and easiest way for you to become the best writer you can be.